Yeah, I know it's very simplistic to say that it's a numbers game. You've just got to keep going, and every no that you get's going to get you closer to a yes. Yeah, that's true. But I tell you what, it doesn't help you when you're in the field. The reality is that you've just got to learn to overcome it. You know, use whatever tools. If that works for you, that's fine. But I think you've got to realise that the really successful people in life, it's almost like, as you said, water off a duck's back. You've just got to take it and move on. Take the hits. Yeah, yeah, the other thing too, and I'm sorry, James, the other thing too, I think is if it was easy, like if everyone said yes, then, we'd all be successful. The fact of the matter is that not everyone says yes. You just need to understand how you're going to handle that.
Yeah, and look, we've spoken about reflection during this week. If you start to have a series of uncomfortable phone calls that haven't gone the way you expected them to, stop, have a think about it, replay those scenarios in your mind, and give thought to how you might have been able to handle them slightly differently as well. It could be, and I've seen this with some people, Kevin, and you've been in our industry a long time. The tweak of one or two or three words, the way we're saying them, the light and shade. Are we aggressive when we're speaking? Does that come across when we pick up the phone? There's some really subtle things that can change a phone call in an instance.
Yeah.
I think too, the other thing, piece of advice is that if you get a no, don't take it personally. They're not saying no to you, they're saying no to what you're offering. And maybe there's something wrong with what you're offering. I'll give you an example. Many, many years ago, we had an insurance salesman came to our home. This is in the days when they used to go around with the big books and sell door to door. That tells you how old I am. But it came and we had said right up front, we're not going to be able to do this because we simply can't afford it. We're not going to take any more insurance. Anyway, the guy went through his spiel, as hard as it was. Karen and I said, no, we're not going to do that. And he closed the book and he said, look, thank you for your time. I really appreciate that. And one thing that is really valuable to me is feedback. I accept what you say and I understand why you've said it. Is there anything that I could have done differently in my conversation with you to give you more confidence to be able to move forward? Do you know the guy was straight back into the sales again? And we ended up, because he was able to actually find out what was the reason for us, he was able to actually help us overcome that. I thought it was very clever, and it's a great lesson that sometimes no doesn't necessarily mean no. It means that you may have to just change your approach.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes it's the questions you ask as well aren't the right question. So, Kevin, that's a really, really good point you've made for the audience.
Hey, James, it's been great talking to you, my friend. Thank you so much. I wish you all the success in your new move. I know, Century 21's a great business. I have a lot of respect for Charles Tarby and what he's done. And full marks to him for having you on board, because I think you're an outstanding person. I watched with some great respect what you did in your other various roles. And I wish you every success as head of network for Century 21 Australasia. Mate, all the best to you and Sarah and the family. Thank you. And I look forward to talking to you again soon, mate.
Thanks, Kevin. Really appreciate it.
The Daily RE Uncut show is powered by CoreLogic and supported by Printforce, Rockend and Realty.com.au. Realty.com.au is where you will see all our shows. Real Estate Talk, The Property Show, Auction Update and of course RE Uncut. We are the home of property.